John Eats Cheap.
Quick tip.
Hey, John Eats Cheap with another quick tip for you. I've got a recipe that calls for 3 stalks of celery. So many times, it never calls for the whole bunch, but you got to buy the whole bunch of celery. So I got my 3 stalks off. I cleaned them. I'm going to dice those up here. Then the leftover goes back in the fridge, right? And then maybe in 2 weeks you say, oh, good, I've got celery, and it's all soft and stuff. I'm going to show you how to avoid that. First, I'm going to dice up what I need for my recipe today. Start off by cutting the ends off the celery. And actually, I'm going to save these ends in a baggie. I use these to make bolognese. Great for stock, a little vegetable taste in the stock. So I put those in a baggie. We're going to save those for later. Just put them in a couple at a time and chop. And you have to do that when you're chopping. Chop! We've got all this leftover celery. We're going to dice that up too right now. All right, we've got all of our celery. By the way, we had 2 bunches of celery. We got them in our vegetable co-op this week. That's the rest of it chopped up. I've got the scraps, the end pieces in here, marked scraps. We'll use those for making a vegetable stock. It freezes. I didn't realize that. Celery freezes, so that's what we're going to do with the scraps. Also, after we dice this celery up, so we can use it in soup, stuffing, that type of thing in the future. Now, when you freeze it, it doesn't stay crispy. So you're not going to want to save it in sticks like this and eat it when it's crunchy, filled with peanut butter, something like that, because it won't be crispy, but still has the flavor and a great texture for soup. Another thing I love about this hand chopper, as you can see, everything is the exact same size. Now, I have a little trouble with OCD. I love it that all the celery is the perfect same size when diced. There's our finished product. All this is going to go into a giant Ziploc and go in the freezer for future use. I like to buy things cheap. Part of eating cheap is using everything that you buy. This way we use all the cheap stuff we buy. So there's the celery. We're all ready to save that for future use in the freezer, which you can do that with a lot of vegetables. Peppers, carrots, onions. You can dice them up, put them in the freezer. They'll last longer. That's great for soups, stews, sauces, and broths, and everything like that. Follow me, John Eats Cheap, on Twitter, Instagram, and also Facebook. You can email me any questions you'd like or any suggestions. johneatscheap@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Share the video. We'll see you soon.